So I said, I don't think I really can divide the stars up evenly that way. And more probably, I have to get more teams. I'm going to take 3 pulls on me. So I took a 3rd string on this, the ball is the middle between you and I. You take the 3rd string and you pull it over there. Now I find it can still move, but it's as if it's a ball in the middle of a drum head. It can oscillate only in a line. But interesting. 1 restraint allowed me to have sphericity, 2 restraints made me plane, and 3 restraints produces a line. So then I said, I'm going to pull the drum head one way. I put a 4th line on the ball, pull it vertically, and it suddenly seems to be immobilized, as if I muted the drum by pulling the skin just one direction. But I made a model where I made a steel tetrahedron with 4 corners and had the 4 rods, thin steel rods, come into a central ball at the center of the center of gravity of the tetrahedron. And the steel ball, and I pulled those rods tight. They were very thin, so the slenderness ratio. And I found that the ball, if I put a plumber's Stilson wrench on that ball, I could rotate it in place. I could not move it away from any of the 4 corners, but locally you could rotate and put it on several ways and kept rotating. So it was locally rotatable. Why? Because you found that any 2 of these rods were coming into the surface of the sphere. They were not coming to the center of the sphere. You couldn't get the center of the sphere. You're bound as long as there's in a sphere they're tall. You want one coming like that and one in here, so it made a trapezoid. There was a distance between where they hit the sphere. And a trapezoid is unstable as a 4-sided figure. So I found that in order to stop it from doing any rotating like that locally, I had to take each of the 4 rods that came in and turn each one into 3 rods from 4 corners, and each one had to come in, the 3 came in tangentially, making in effect 4 tetrahedra coming in tangentially, and then for the first time it could not move. So sum total I found 12 rods were necessary to completely to eliminate all degrees of freedom.